Hey guys, and happy new moon in Capricorn. Apologies for the delay. This should have been ready a couple of days ago in the Patreon and earlier this morning for the rest of you guys. But you know, I'm human and holidays, and we are going to start off the new year better on track and more ahead, I promise. All in all, it doesn't really matter a whole lot. We still have plenty of time to set our new moon intentions, which are extra important this go around, but since it's a new year. And I mean, extra important just in our own heads. The cosmos do not care that it is our new year, but the collective consciousness of everyone setting new goals this time of year does give us more energy and momentum to work with. And also, Capricorn in and of itself is all about the goal setting. So you decide what you want to do with all of this energy. Either we can keep on keeping on the way we've been doing with month by month goals, which we're going to do anyway. I will definitely continue to post these things. So what I'm saying is you can do absolutely nothing different than what you've been doing every month already, and that's some really good solid consistency. Or you can choose to add a little bit more energy, a little bit more ritual, a little bit more whatever to this process this time to encompass the whole year. So we can sit and take a few minutes to think about not only what we want for the coming month, but for the entire year as well. And remember, we want to focus on the feelings and the emotions of what our goals are supposed to bring us, and not so much the pathway we think we need to take in order to gain those emotions and feelings. Because the emotions and feelings are what our goal actually is, okay? We don't want the things just to have the things. We don't want the relationships just to have the relationships, or the body just to have the body. We want them because of the things, because of the emotions and feelings we think that those things are going to bring us. So feelings and emotions are the most important part of the goal setting, but it's also okay to put some details in there, some specific details, like, for example, if your goal is to write a book or read X amount of books or gain X amount of muscle mass, improve your health via diet. All of these pathways, these strategies and plans are great and super important with giving you a direction of focus so that you can attempt to attain these feelings and emotions that we are after. But remember, no matter what, the feelings and the emotions are what is important. They're the main goal. So the pathways to attaining that goal are more flexible. They're more pliable. We start going in one direction just to find out, I don't know if this is getting me those emotions. Then it's okay to pivot, as long as that we're remembering perseverance and resistance versus challenge, because challenge is where the growth happens. Not everything's going to be easy, and sometimes when things aren't easy, they're not fun, and if they're not fun, then you're not necessarily happy. And if happiness is your goal, you could be like, well, this isn't making me happy, so I'm going to quit. And there's delayed gratification is a thing. So we have to know the difference between a challenge that's going to offer growth and progress and move us towards those feelings and emotions and everything that we want, versus resistance, which is bigger and deeper and different, and a signal that we may be on the wrong path. But we also have to gauge things day by day, because we may be super consistent with these goals and our habits and everything, our pathway, for months and months, and everything's okay. And then suddenly, out of nowhere, we encounter resistance, at which point we may need to look at it and recalibrate and question it, analyze it, and see, is there something that we need to do different? Is there something we need to tweak? Is there something we need to change? Have we gotten all that we need from this particular path, and now we need to find a different path to focus on? And you'll know, because resistance is stronger than challenge. It's like every cell in your body is just screaming and excruciatingly no, and or accompanied by stagnation. Stagnation is also a resistance thing. I mean, it's its own thing, obviously, but it goes right there along with it. It means that we need to shake things up, move things around, do something different, freshen it up, restore the energy pathways to a more flowing state. Because remember, nothing is consistent. The only constant in life is change. So something that was flowing beautifully for a while may shift, and now it's becoming stagnant, which means we need to look for a fresher perspective and different direction for a little bit at least. And that's okay. That doesn't mean that you're being inconsistent. That means you're being human and listening to the ups and downs, the flows, the waves of energy. You're doing a great job. So anyway, coming back to this Capricorn new moon, however you want to set your intentions is great. I highly recommend either journaling, like a bullet journal, just putting down your thoughts, making lists of energies and things, or a vision board. For a long time, I did vision boards on Canva and then downloaded them and set them as my computer background so that every time I opened my computer, there it was, my vision board. But you can also just as easily take a ritualistic bath, close your eyes and meditate on it all and just sit there and think about it. And if that's enough for you, then great. Different things work for different people, and part of the entire, all of it, is self-discovery. Self-discovery, there's nothing more important than figuring out what works for you, what gets you in that state of ease and flow and path of least resistance, so that we can calmly and peacefully flow through life and attract rather than chase. What is meant for us will always find its way to us, and it doesn't always have to be hard. If it's going to find us, it's going to find us, and that means it can be easy. We just have to choose to focus on the emotions, which is the energy. But anyway, so the aspects of the Capricorn new moon. So Capricorn is like the CEO of the zodiacs. They're very no nonsense, they're very practical, and they're getting things done. They're ambitious and stable. They're the leaders, intelligent, resourceful. They got zero time for the excuses and reasons you cannot do something, okay? Where there's a will, there's a way, and they're going to find a way. Especially with the access to the internet that we have and the resources that we have for the first time in humanity, history. There is no such thing as I can't because. Well, there is no because. You can. You just got to figure it out. There's 1,011 examples and stories out there of people who overcame extreme odds to do some amazing things. That is the magic of people. If you really want to, badly enough, you will figure out how to. And if you cannot figure out how to, perhaps you don't actually want to as badly as you think you want to. Because let me tell you what, there's been so many things that I really thought I wanted, and I really thought I was working very hard towards, just for years later to realize, you know what? I don't think I ever actually wanted this at all. I think I actually wanted this over here, which was closely related to this. But joke's on me. I was pursuing a path that I thought was going to get me that thing when I could have just let myself have that thing in the first place. Whoa, amazing. Anyway, Capricorn is mindful, present, and reserved. So we're slowing down, we're quieting a little bit, we're doing more listening than talking, we're observing, we're noticing, which is how we should be all the time, so that we can be aware of the energies that we're working with, the energies that are around us, reading the room, looking for those open doors, looking for those sparks of inspiration. The universe and our guides and our inner self or whatever, whoever, ancestors, yada yada, the powers that be, God, they speak to us. It speaks to us when we quiet ourselves, when we do more listening, when we do more paying attention to not only what's being said by people, but the energy of the day and the season and the air on your skin, and how does your skin feel? How does your body feel? We're listening to our body. We're listening to our environment. We're listening to the birds and the animals, and just hyper awareness, noticing everything, always looking for signs and reasons and directions pointing us here or there. The chakra associated with Capricorn is the crown chakra, which is the chakra of connection to all of the things. connection to each other, connection to nature, connection to the energies, connection to the seasons, connection to our location, connection to ourself, connection to the higher powers. And you find this connection by paying attention to the things. The planet associated with Capricorn is Saturn, which is just the CEO planet. It's exactly just like Capricorn. They're two peas in a pod. It rules the 10th house of social status, and its element is earth. So super grounded right now. Going to have extra grounding energy. Really take that and anchor it in for the year so that maybe we can have grounded energy throughout the whole year. And with that, let me know what your goals are. Let me know what's coming up for you. Let me know if you have any questions. Happy manifesting, and namaste.